Tuesday, the 28th. It's actually our last full day here in Florida. We do fly home pretty early tomorrow morning. And so today I have to do all of the housekeeping things of laundry, packing, cleaning out our rooms, all that kind of stuff. So I figured I would vlog that in combination with whatever we have going on today. Yesterday we did go to the beach for our last beach day of our trip. This was actually our second beach day of our trip. The first beach that we went to, which was in my last vlog I think, was a different beach where the water was a lot more rough. There were more waves. It was a larger beach. There was like more of a walk. It was like a true beach, and so we couldn't really swim in that beach. Yesterday we went to a smaller beach that was on the way to that larger beach, which was more of like an inlet where the water was. It wasn't like the true ocean with waves and everything. So the water was a lot more calmer and shallower, and we were actually able to walk into it and go swimming in it. And so we had a very nice relaxing beach day. It was just my mom and I and the boys, since my stepmom had work and my grandma was busy. She didn't wind up meeting us this time. She did meet us the last time we went to the beach, but not yesterday. So it was just my mom and the boys, and the beach was a lot smaller and a lot calmer. And so we were there for a few hours yesterday. And as you can see, I did not give myself a strange looking sunburn. That sunburn finally went away. My scalp was actually peeling so bad. So if it looks like I have flakes and dandruff in my hair throughout this vlog, that's probably because I am picking at my scalp sunburn and trying to peel it off. My wrist peeled yesterday. The sunburn that I had over here actually, oh, maybe it's starting to peel now. I was trying to peel it yesterday and it wasn't ready to peel, but it looks like it is peeling a little bit now. But I did a good job yesterday and I didn't get a weird sunburn, which I'm really glad about, because flying home with a sunburn that happened to me probably like a year ago when Harris and I were in Florida and we had to fly home. I had to fly home with a sunburn. That is not fun. So I'm very happy that I didn't get a sunburn. But the weather is absolutely beautiful today. We're going to take advantage of that and get some more time in the sun today. We'll probably go in the pool this morning while my laundry is in, and then later on this afternoon I will go ahead and start packing all of the bags, the 2 bags that we have. I do need to check into my flight at 9:15, do all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to vlog today. And then I do think I'm going to continue the vlog into tomorrow and take just a few clips of our travel day home. Harris is picking us up from the airport tomorrow. So I just figured I would do another few days with us. Whatever I got yesterday at the beach, whatever I get today, and then a few clips tomorrow of our travel day. But it is pretty early. I think it's around 7:30. The boys actually slept really good. They slept until 7:15 today. Poor Ben. Yesterday we went to go meet my grandma at like a little development, and Jack still has this horrible cough at her development, and see her friend's bocce game, and then she also has a park in her development, and he was running on a shuffleboard court and tripped and gave himself some gnarly knee scrapers, and so his knees are like a little swollen. You know, like the first few days of a knee scraper, it's like super red and painful. He woke up this morning saying that his knees hurt and that he can't walk, so I have to carry him around today because his legs hurt. So that's what woke him up this morning. But they are sleeping a lot better. They have been sleeping through the night the last few days. I don't know what happened earlier on in the trip that made them want to wake up so frequently, but they have been sleeping really good the last few days. Of course, it's the end of our trip now, but they did sleep in today. So I have some coffee that I just made on the Keurig. I'm gonna go ahead and put some creamer in that and probably get some breakfast in us. The boys are having miscellaneous breakfasts. Jack is having some of these Velveeta crackers, and Ben is having some mini muffins. I'm gonna go ahead and make myself something in a little bit, and then I will catch up with you guys. Okay, the pool guy is here cleaning out the pool, and once he's done with that, I think we have to wait like 30 minutes before we can go swimming. So I'm going to collect all of our laundry here. As you can see, I've just been living out of the suitcases. I do have some of the boys' clothes in this drawer here, but this is all of our laundry aside from what we're wearing and the boys' pajamas. So I am going to put them in their bathing suits so that I can collect all of the laundry and get this going, so that later on, I do think my grandma's going to come over to say goodbye to the boys while she's here and like entertaining them. I'll be able to pack. So I'm going to grab this quick and then just go get the boys' bathing suits so that I can get them dressed, and then, like I said, throw this in. Okay, the boys' bathing suits are on. I do still have to put mine on. I'm just not going to wash this stuff. That's all right. I'll wash it once I get home. But I have everything else that needs to be washed in here, and I'm going to throw it all in. Okay, I'm boiling some eggs so we can have some egg salad for lunch. We just got out of the pool and the boys are dressed and the laundry is in a dryer. And while the eggs boil over there, I'm going to pack their snack packs for the flight. They still have these chocolate bunnies that they never ate the first time around. I wound up pulling some of the snacks that they didn't eat on their flight out of here over the first few days. But this is the only thing that we have left in here. I have these gummies from my mom's pantry. I'm going to pick through the pantry and see what else I can bring. Like these applesauces, I know no one's gonna eat here, so I'll probably pack a bunch of those and just a few other snacks. So let me pull what I'm going to pack and then I'll show you guys. Okay, this is what I think I'm going to pack. I think because the flight is so early, the boys weren't really hungry last time and didn't wind up eating too much, and they come around with like complimentary snacks that they wound up eating the most of. Our flight tomorrow is at 9:15, so we do have to wake up around 6:15 to be able to head out to the airport, so it is going to be another early morning. So I think I'm just going to do the rest of these Hip Pea puffs that my mom bought. I put those in baggies. Again, the Annie's chocolate graham crackers. Each kid is going to get a Z-bar. These are the iced oatmeal cookie ones. A go-go squeeze. I am going to give them an applesauce in the morning on the car drive to just throw something in their stomach. So I think I'm just going to pack one of these and then 2 packs of gummies, and this should do. If I wind up throwing anything else in there, maybe some crackers that my mom has, I'll let you guys know, but I think this is what's going to be in their snack pack. So now I'm going to finish making our hard-boiled eggs so we can have some egg salad. The laundry did just ping that it's done in the dryer, so I am going to take that out and then I'll probably quickly fold it either now or when we're done with lunch. Okay, I know I don't look the best. I just threw on whatever clothes I could so that I could pack. This t-shirt I don't care about. It could go home dirty. Same with the sweatshirts that I'm wearing. So please excuse what I look like. But the boys are down for a nap right now. They fell asleep maybe like 45-ish minutes ago. So I'm going to take the opportunity while they're sleeping to start packing. I think my game plan is going to be start with laying out our outfits for tomorrow so that those are all set aside. And then at the very least try and get the suitcase done that has all our clothes in it. This little suitcase right here, which is more miscellaneous stuff. I have a lot of stuff out in the kitchen that I need to get and, you know, get all together, everything from the bathroom and everything like that. So this I think I'm going to do while my grandma is here later and she can like entertain and watch the boys, and then I can go to the house and pick out everything that I need to pick. I do have my checklists from when we flew down here that I'll have to keep checking things off of so that I know that everything is packed. But while the boys are down for a nap, I think I'm going to try and get everything packed, like get all the clothes packed in the larger suitcase that is back here. Everything out of the suitcase that was in like the main portion of the suitcase so that I could refold it all and then neatly put it all back. I have the boys' pajamas laid out for tonight, and then over here the boys' outfits for tomorrow. I'm going to bring them home in a pair of sweatpants and a t-shirt, since when we do get home it is going to be chilly. I do in this suitcase have their zip ups that I'm going to leave on the very top of that suitcase so that once we get our bags I could unzip it and then put their sweatshirts on them, since back home it's like 34 degrees. I think it actually snowed last night and it's going to be pretty cold tomorrow. So just to fly home they're gonna have t-shirts and sweatpants, socks and sneakers of course. And then my outfit, I'm literally flying home in the exact same thing that I flew in here in. The only difference is I'm not wearing my yoga pants. I'm going to wear my leggings with my Converse that are over there. So now I'm going to configure all this into the suitcase. The boys' shoes and everything and my bathing suits get accounted for in that suitcase. So I'm pretty sure this is everything that needs to go into the larger suitcase. So it is Wednesday. We were supposed to fly out this morning at 9:15, but we are clearly still at my parents' house, and I figured I would sit and kind of explain why we are still here. We're actually not going to be heading home until Saturday, way late at night. That was the earliest flight that we could get with 3 seats in a row. But before I get into that, let me explain what we're still doing here in Florida. So obviously up to this point in the vlog, as you guys saw, we fully intended on going home today. I fully packed. We were all set and ready to go last night. Sorry for the boys' toys in the background. They are clearly up and playing. But we were fully packed and prepared to wake up at 5:30 in the morning and head to the airport and head home today. However, last night when I went ahead and put the boys to bed, hold on 1 second. Last night when I put the boys to bed, they actually wound up going to bed a little bit on the later side. I think it was close to 8 o'clock when we finally got the boys to settle and go down. A few hours prior to that, the boys went swimming, and after they got out of the pool, Jack really wasn't acting like himself, and I could tell that something was bothering him. And I did wind up asking him, like, what is wrong? You look like you're gonna cry. If something is bothering you, you need to cry. And it was an instant meltdown, like huge crying episode, and it was a cry that I really never heard before from him. It was like an intense pain cry, and he actually wound up crying for close to an hour, if not a full hour, and it was very hard to console him and get him to calm down. But once I finally did, he was complaining of his ear hurting and his head hurting, and I thought his head was hurting from crying. I wound up giving him some Tylenol. I could see that he had some sunburn on his ear and some blistering, so I thought that that's what he meant when he was telling me that his ears were hurting. But long story short, I gave him some Tylenol and he seemed to perk up. You got basketballs? He seemed to perk up, and we were able to bake some brownies, give him a bath, and hang out with them for a little bit more before putting them down to sleep last night. But within like 45 minutes to an hour of them being settled and falling asleep, he woke up crying really bad again, that pain cry of his, and I was able to get him to settle down, and then shortly after that he started to do that intense pain cry again and actually cry for his ear and say that his ear was hurting him. So I did go ahead, you see yourself, honey? I did go ahead and take him out of his room last night, and when I did, his back was like visibly very warm, and his feet were hot to the touch, his head, everything like that. I asked my mom if she had a thermometer, and she did. And I did go ahead and take his temperature underneath his armpit. And when he did wake up the first time around, it had been a couple of hours since he got Tylenol, so I did go ahead and give him some more. So even with Tylenol in his system and taking his temperature read over 100 degrees. So I did wind up taking him in with me last night, and he slept with me. However, at 6 a.m. this morning, he was very upset and really not feeling well. Last night when we did take his temperature and see that it was 100 degrees or higher, and since he was complaining about his ear, my mom and I did make the decision to go on and switch our flights to a later date. Like I said, the first available flight that had 3 seats in a row was a flight at 8:30 at night on Saturday. So we are going to be flying home late on Saturday and getting in super late Saturday night. But I did take him to the doctor this morning, and we did find out that he does have a viral cough, which he's had a cough for a few days, and I really thought it was allergy based. Well before all of this happens, he started coughing, and so did Ben, and they did have a bit of a runny nose, and Jack actually got this weird rash all over his body, which I don't know what that was from and if it was viral related. The pediatrician said she thought it was. We did a Zoom call with her. However, it looked like hives to me, and I came to my own decision to put hydrocortisone cream on it, and that was the only thing that got it to clear up. But that was over the weekend last weekend when I didn't vlog. So all of this combined, I just thought his cough was like allergy related. There's like pollen in the air here in Florida. I didn't know if it was from the dogs, from the cat, anything like that. But the doctor at the hospital said he does have a very deep viral cough. That was keeping him up a lot of the time last night. It's very crackly and deep. So that in combination with his immune system being weakened from everything that he's experienced over the last week or so, and swimming, he does have a double ear infection. So we were able to get him some antibiotics. We are home now. honeymoon, and it looks like we're going to be staying in Florida for like 4 more days. So, with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. You guys will hear from us when we finally return to New York. I'll probably be vlogging on Sunday once we are home and kind of update you guys even more on everything. But I hope you guys enjoyed this traveling, packing, important vlog. You can hear his cough right there. All right, take a breath, take a breath. You can hear it's like very deep and crackly and wet sounding. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And with that being said, we will see you guys when we get back to New York. Bye guys.